Hill for JPII Knights. As we begin every game, please rise for the invocation and remove your caps. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Loving Father, you have given us the gift of sport to help us grow in body and mind. Send your Holy Spirit to watch over us today. Keep us from injury. Bless us, our fans, our coaches, and officials with good sportsmanship. May our game be marked by hard play, fairness, fun, respect, and love. May all we do bring you greater glory. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please remain standing to honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose rush stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed. And the rocket's red glare above bursting air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome to the shining city on the hill, the campus of Pope John Paul II High School. As tonight, your JPII Knights take on their out-of-division rivals from Franklin Road Academy. My name is Oliver Anto.
And I'm Colton Franklin.
And before we continue any further, we're going to get to the Knights starting time.
Senior guard. Matt Galvin, senior forward.
Jake Hooker, junior guard.
Aisha Lowry, sophomore guard.
Grayson Lane, junior guard.
Senior number 15.
And those are your
CJ
starting
Fain.
five for the JPII Knights. JPII in a desperate need of a win as they are at 4-3, hoping to not fall to 400 for the first time, believe it or not, since 2011, before the era of Coach Kip as head coach. Nowadays, and even Coach Kip's first season was a rough one.
Here's your starting lineup for Pope John Paul II.
The JPII's team will take
Starting at guard, a sophomore, number 0, Avishai Lowry.
the king of defense and free throws, Avishai Lowry, the sophomore, to take the court.
Starting at forward, a junior, number 5, Gordon Carroll.
A mistake on our film. Gordon Carroll, the junior, takes to the court. The red-headed fury out
Starting
there.
at guard, a junior, number 10, Grayson Lane.
Junior Jalen, as we nicknamed him once. Grayson
Starting
Lane.
at guard, a senior, number 20, Jalen Cambridge.
The king himself, Jalen Cambridge, to the court next.
And starting at forward, a senior, number 33,
And
Matthew Galvin.
Captain Matthew Galvin to the court.
The Knights are coached by Charles
is it, everyone.
Waves, by Vince Webby,
Franklin
and
Road
Kevin
Academy
Lane.
defeated JP2 last year, if you do not recall, by a deficit of a little less than 10 points. JP2 seeking revenge as they beat them here and they hope to beat them again. Want to see that game? Well, you can go back to it later. But right now, sit back, relax, and enjoy D1, the only Knights Sports Network. Colton, any predictions for tonight?
It's going to be a tough one for the Knights tonight. I think it's going to be close. I mean, no matter what, it's going to be a close game tonight, and I think the Knights are going to come up on top.
I think that's a great prediction right there as Matthew Galvin sets for tip-off. And we're off. Cambridge wins that one off of the tip from Galvin. And Cambridge immediately and quick to Avishal Lowry. Avishal back to Jalen. Jalen to Ivy. Ivy drives in under the basket, and the floater himself cannot make it there. So the Panthers have the ball now. 15 for Franklin Road Academy. Kicks it out to 13. 13 to 10. 13 just looks like an aggressive center out there. He just looks tough. 15 there, and Cambridge able to snag that. His foot not out of bounds, although almost. Avishal Lowry gets his second chance. No good. Kicks it to Cambridge. Behind the paint is off. It's no good, but Cambridge with a great shot there. 15 is gonna try. 15's no good. Kicks it to 11. 11 to 13. 13 gets 2.
Number 13, Jack Doherty.
I don't get. Pace Dempsey out there, not only wearing a hard hat, but he's got a drink hat on top of that. Go. Lang kicks it out to Lowry. Lowry gets it. Lang dribbles around him, kicks it to Ivy. Ivy trying to find anyone, no good. Kicks it back to Cambridge. Cambridge finds Galvin. Galvin's going to get pushed from behind. I don't think that's good for the Knights, as they have not been able to respond off of fouls as well as they have been in previous seasons. However, that's also partially due to the lack of Devin Cambridge, who can't provide that height.
That's his first.
However, in this first half of the season, Matthew Galvin has been doing a great job. Coach Wade has really been working well with his team there, and they're going to say he was fouled too, so that's on number 10 this time.
That foul's number 10. Mason
Tonight,
Chambers.
JPII will play a really senior squad tonight. I think in their starting lineup they have 4 seniors.
No, you were very off on that. They have 2 seniors. But hey,
close
enough. You got hope there. Okay, I mean.
I was close enough.
Were you? Were you really? Galvin loses that one and turns it over. Back from behind the paint is off. Lowry with the rebound. So JP2 immediately a rebound difference thanks to Nashville Central and their rivals from Good Pasture. And just again, though, they can't follow through in the paint. I mean, they're looking like their female counterparts out there. But long story short, JP2 has not been able to work in the paint the past 2 games. Every team has been able to shut them down. They know where Avishal Lowry and Matthew Galvin are going. And so that's kind of been the playing factor on this one. Cambridge now to bring it up. Cambridge bobbles because, again, they're finding even Jalen Cambridge's weak points. Gordon Carroll able to put up a fight. Both Cambridge and number 11 for Franklin Road hard to get up. Number 4, they'll put up 2 more, and so JP2 is now trailing by 2 points. Ivy bringing it up. Calls for Cambridge and drives towards Lang. Lang kicks it to Galvin. Galvin puts it up for 2. Is off yet again off of that 15-footer. And so Cambridge tries to step up on the defense as the Knights are currently just shaking their head. As 13 goes up again, and big man, big points.
Number 13, Jack Doherty.
Coach Wade just not happy with his team off of that one.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have an answer for number 30, I think it is.
13.
13, sorry. He's a monster in the paint right now.
Oh, man, I said it. You knew from the second he stepped onto that court, he was going to be big trouble. But the problem with that is JP2 can't respond in the paint, and those are big points that they've left on the table right now. Matthew Galvin and Avishal Lowry need to do their job, and they're just not right now.
Knights are down by 6. There's 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Going back on. Knights need to get something going on offense. I mean, it's looking more and more like the girls' game.
Oh, especially. I mean, their offensive game just needs to kick it into high gear, but they can't settle for threes. Jalen Cambridge did take a good 3-pointer, which is rare for me. You will ever hear me rarely say took a good 3-pointer, but just wasn't able to respond on that. And, you know, when the ball doesn't go in, you've got to rebound, and he gets that one. Gordon Carroll intended, but picked off. It looks like Cambridge is going to be called for that foul, but yes, they will call Jalen Cambridge for the illegal push.
Jalen Cambridge. It's his first team foul.
And immediately a total sub-squad change. Michael Anderson almost ineligible to play because he was getting his driver's license today, and he almost missed the halfway through the day mark. meaning that if you miss half of a day, you can't play in the game. And so I think Michael's just a little glad that he got here on time.
Number 21, CJ Laws.
And just again, beautiful and crisp and clean in the paint for Franklin Road Academy. JP2 silenced and they now trail. A 4-possession game, 3 if you really look at it. CJ Laws driving in, kicks it to Rucker. Rucker back to Laws, but again, a beautiful defense, beautiful offense from Franklin Road Academy. JP2 can lose this game from the first quarter, and that's something that's dangerous and they've been doing. They haven't done yet, but you know, it's something that you can't do in your division. And that's a deep 3. But it's no good. Michael Anderson to rebound, and JP2 needs to get their heads in the game and get back in the game if they want any chance. CJ Laws moving, looks for Thompson, finds no one. I mean, they're 1 to 2 passes in and then off. Rucker way off on that air ball, and 15 is going to just let that one drop out of bounds.
And I mean, you said it, I think the first game of the season, the 15-point rule, and the Knights want to stay away from that. I mean, their offense has to get something going as soon as possible.
Oh, I'm sure. This is the longest they've gone all season without putting any points on the board. And that's dangerous, first of all. Just plain danger zone. He kicks that to 4. 4 deep is off. A lucky off there for JP2. As number 10 kicks it in to 0. Botsko with the save there. Michael Anderson to snag it from out of bounds. On a steal by Chris Botsko. Speaking of, he has possession of the ball now. He drives in, kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson kicks it to Laws. Laws trying, it's no good. Kicks it back to Botsko. Botsko looking, trying to find someone. Finds Anderson under the basket. Anderson puts up the first 2 for JP2.
Michael Anderson.
And so JP2 will not be silenced like the girls' team that was in the first quarter.
Girls' team lost 52 to 11, I think.
That's just, wow.
Or something. It was ugly. That's all I know.
Watson canceled.
So it's still, though, a huge difference for JP2. They're going to call a foul there. Looks like it's going to be reaching in.
That foul's called on
It's
double
a push,
0.
actually.
Watson canceled. His first.
Well, honestly, it looked like I
foul.
saw reaching in, but hey, you know what? I'm not going to argue with the rest of them. It's a foul for us. Rucker is off on his 3-point shot that would have brought the Knights within 5. It's no good. I mean, it's still anyone's game at this point, but still, giving up 10 points this early on and not responding is just crazy. I mean, you give up an 8-0 run, and you got to look at yourself in the mirror and look there, and Coach Wade just pulled his team out. He is not happy. CJ Laws ducks it in. Michael Anderson gives it back to Laws. Laws trying to find someone, finds Anderson for the second time. Anderson puts up 2. It's no good. Laws off on that one. And Botsko is going to kick it up on defense.
It looks like there's going to be a full team substitution coming up next. And somehow keeps it out and butts it out to number 4. He's going to take the 3. Doesn't get it.
JP2 has been lucky that Franklin Road Academy can't go from the field goal range. And that's good for JP2. And now within 2 possessions again, but they need to continue to shut down Franklin Road Academy scoring, and they need to pull off a win. I mean, that's just danger zone, danger zone, danger zone.
FRA, I mean, beautiful passing. Gonna get it. It's gonna be
3-second violation and Knights ball.
lucky 3-second violation there.
It looked for a second that the ref waved that
Into
point
the
good.
bench, number 13,
I
Jack Doherty,
was going to be very confused
CJ Crane.
because that shot was taken long
Checking
after the
back for
whistle.
Knights. Avshai Lowry, Gordon Carroll, Grayson
Yeah.
Lane.
I mean,
Jalen
we've
Cambridge,
seen it all
Matthew
game.
Galvin.
They're making beautiful plays to get to the ball.
But the first Friday night lights game for JP2, and Glenn 2 points.
Lane.
And the student section is just large, proud. Seriously, I see the student section that I grew up with, that I knew my freshman year, still not as large. You know, they don't overtake the entirety of the stands every game, but they're loud, they're proud, and JP2 was within 2 possessions. And now the JP2 defense has finally found some rhythm there. Cambridge kicks it to Galvin. Galvin for 2.
And at number 10
Galvin.
falls to the ground after that pass. He got tripped up there.
from Jalen Cambridge.
And I think JP2 has finally welcomed Franklin Road Academy here to the castle, that's for sure.
They've come back from a 0-8, now 8-10. But number 13 is going to answer there.
13, Jack Doherty.
30 seconds left in the first.
That just looked like a struggle there, though, even for 13. Cambridge is going to slow it down. I think he knows that the Knights aren't going to pull off with the lead this quarter.
But with how bad they started off this quarter, I do think I'd call this a success as of late.
Oh, yeah, that was a great 4 minutes. However, as I noted during Hendersonville Christian JP2, Cambridge for 3.
They're going to hit the 3 with 4 seconds left, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
And so the last time JP2 trailed by a point, they won. Let's not remember the last time they trailed by a point at the end of the first quarter. But that being the end of the first quarter, you're tuning into the one and only Knight Sports Network. We're going to take a quick break. This break is brought to you by the Herald on the Hill.
And we're back to start of the second quarter. Knights down by 1. And it's a close one as they came back. A wild pass going to get... Oh, I thought that was a turnover, sorry. Phoenix number 13 who's not going to get it.
Gordon Carroll kind of goes hands off there. The JP2 has a chance for its first lead.
And I mean, this lead will be huge as they were down by 8. The deep 3 that gets it to go.
Grayson Lane!
That right there changes the aspect of this game as we have the first of what I believe to be many point or lead shifts, because I can definitely speak today.
All of a sudden, I mean, JP2 is up by 2, and a 3 miss there. You can just feel the changes of momentum here.
And as I was saying, and they're going to take the charge. Unbelievable.
Offensive foul. Number 15, Jack Doherty. His second.
Coach Wayne got fired up after that charge. He's liking what he's seeing.
Check back to the Panthers. 0-0. Watson.
And so as I was saying, though, JP2 can't be the 4-point team or 4-minute team they've been. They go off in 4-minute tangents of hotness and then just are silent the rest of it. Typically, it's at the end of the second quarter, early third quarter, and they just can't be that. They have to be the consistent team they've always been known to be. And they're going to call a foul on number 15 for Franklin Road Academy.
Yeah, and they're keeping this fire going, and I'm enjoying watching it. It's a much change of pace of the last game and all the games as of late, and they're going to make another 3. That's 3 threes in a row for JP2, and they're up by 6 points. 5 points, and another turnover. JP2 ball.
That looked like a football pass there. So JP2 finally finds some momentum. However, they found it versus Good Pasture 2 and lost it. Matthew Galvin. So you can't bank on this momentum run still being JP2's game and the thing that's going to help them. They need to look like this the entirety of this game against their out-of-division rivals from Franklin Road Academy. Number 0-0 for the Panthers now kicks it to 15. 15 tries to drive in, finds 4. 4-0.
Number 15, he keeps doing these weird passes, and I mean, they're a bit off, so I'll take it. And as we just saw again, he's doing this running leap of a pass, but now he's going to take a 3, and he's going to miss it.
And Cambridge, ooh, I don't know what that was, but that was a clean block. I'll give him that.
That was a swat, to say the least.
Galvin drives in. 2 more for the Knights.
Matthew Galvin.
So JP2 has just, wow. Just wow.
All of a sudden, they're up by 9 points. This is the biggest lead of the game. How the tides have turned.
Oh, definitely. I don't know what's happening with Franklin Road Academy. They were a precise basketball team beforehand. This is JP2 playing D2AA basketball right here, and this is the reason why they're the favorite to win state this year.
Yeah, I mean, to answer from down by 0 to 8, and they're going to make another 3.
JP2's 4 for 4 on their last 4 3-point shots.
Lang's second 3 of the game. And they're up by 12 points.
Just, wow. Just, okay. Cambridge puts up 2 and is good.
Jalen Cambridge, 4-2.
This is the JP2 team that we've come to know and love the past 3 years. This just proves that they're the same team that they've always been, despite the lack of Jason Brown, despite the lack of Justin McMurray, despite the lack of Ryan Hatton, as Matthew Galvin with a beautiful block and steal. Galvin is hit. He's going to get some 3 points, or at least a foul.
And that was a huge block by Matt Galvin. Matt Galvin.
15, CJ Fane.
Wow.
It's his sixth team foul.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Yeah.
And for the Panthers, number 21.
All of a sudden.
And the sub squad is looking to play with the same amount of momentum and power as the starting squad.
I think they can keep it going.
And off of the JP2 subs, a little confused on that one as they thought they had lost possession. JP2.
Jake Rucker. Chris Bottsville. Michael Anderson.
This is it. Remember that 15-point lead I was talking about? JP2 has the chance to get it here as Botsko kicks it in. I don't think it'll be on this one. I think that sub squad needs to warm up a little, but Botsko deep off. And so that puts them at 4 for 5 on the past 3s.
FRA trying to get something going on offense. They have just not seen anything the whole second quarter. And
No, they really haven't. They've shut them down. And that's going to be a foul on Chris. Unbelievable. They're going to call that. You know, they will call that on Botsko. Coach Wade, a little misleading.
Chris Botsko, his second team foul.
Watch that. And finally, Franklin Road Academy gets 2 on the board.
Brennan Cook.
Botsko kicks it to Rucker. Rucker back to Botsko. Botsko looks for Thompson. Thompson drives into Anderson. Anderson, who put the Knights on the board first, gets a few more.
it's the first time JP2 really got inside the paint and manhandled their way in there and got 2 points out of it. I'm liking where this is going.
That's for sure. They've had a good amount of 15-footers and 3s that have really been saving graces for them. And that was the difference maker in this game. And now they've just got to play some paint basketball. CJ Laws from deep and sinks another 3. Unbelievable. 5 for 6 in their last 6. That's his 51, but not 31. Jeez.
2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second quarter. And wow.
Oh, yeah.
And the ball looks like a scrum for it down there. FRA slowly moving the ball around, trying to get anything going. They're going to take a 3. Number 21 is going to take it. He misses it.
And Thompson just, they're going to call that foul on Thompson. Thompson just looks hurt now.
Last touch by the Knights.
Looks like an over the back.
Here for the Panthers, number 10.
Looks like they're going to call it for an over the back foul.
Chambers.
I always love the table rule. They just kind of really enforced it this year, but it makes me laugh every time. Cause like, it's just funny.
Jalen King. Grayson Lane.
He just, I think they're gonna call for. I have no clue what's going on.
A guy was whistling a duck call.
Uh-oh, this could be a technical foul on JP2. Luckily, they're going to get off with the warning there. Blessing from God, I'll say. He kicks that one out. Jordan Carroll is going to snag that for a jump ball.
Jump ball, possession arrow, points to the Knights.
The possession arrow to the Knights, and the student section keeps growing. They came for a game, that's for sure.
And they're getting one. Knights doubled. I mean, they have manhandled FRA in the second quarter.
Iverson Lowry kicks it to Cambridge. Cambridge is going to kick it out. This looks like it's going to be a charge. It will be.
Offensive foul calling for 0. Offshot Lowry. His first.
1 minute, 59 seconds left in the second.
And for the Panthers, number 4, Brennan Cook.
Gives it to 21, moving. Carroll playing good D on him. It's 10 looking, gives it back to 21. Iverson Lowry and Matt Galvin to meet him. Shot up, shot in, nice shot.
Finally, FRA gets something going. I mean, they've been just going through a dry spell and just haven't gotten any of their shots to drop. And they're going to get...
And they're going to call that an illegal block. JP2 with quite the advantage. They'll see the stripes for the first time.
And FRA fans definitely wanted a charge on that one.
17th foul. Jalen Cambridge at the line, shoot 1 of 1.
This is the first time Jalen will take 2 shots, or any night will take 2 shots for that matter. Puts it up, puts it in. And this is going to be 1 and 1 for Jalen.
Checking back to the Panthers, number 11, Tyler Roop.
While the Panthers have 7 fouls, I got to give them credit. They haven't fouled in the paint that much. And that's something, as you can tell, because this is only the first set of free throws that they're taking. And it's not even for a foul in the paint. Matt Galvin kicks it, Lang puts it up. Ooh.
But a great offensive rebound there for JP2.
Oh, I'll say.
Yeah.
Franklin Road Academy's number 4 now, kicking it in, kicks it to 10. 10 looking. Number 5, good, and what a block!
Rejection. As they're going to try to do a fast break here. Taking a 3.
That's a bobble. And nice recovery, though, there. 10 puts it up. It's off. Rebound, JP2.
50 seconds left in the second. Oh, and a spin move, and he gets the layup. Grayson Lang there. What a play. And the student section is chanting GOAT.
I swear, I love our student section sometimes. Stop it. Greatest student section in the state. No doubt in my mind.
I honestly can't tell you what they're chanting.
Cambridge is going to tip that one off himself, though.
All I know, I have no clue what they're chanting.
They're chanting bounce, 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 bounce.
Oh.
You see that video of that soccer game in New England, in New Zealand, and Cambridge is taking it up now, and it's these fans cheering, "We've got the ball, we've got the ball, we've got the ball," and then they lose the ball, so they switch the chant around and finish the chant going, "We've lost the ball, we've lost the ball, we've lost the ball." It's great. I'll show you it during halftime.
And a foul
Cambridge
with
is
3
down.
seconds left in that first half.
Foul call number 11, Tyler Roop. His first. 18th foul. Cambridge at the line, shooting 2.
And Cambridge puts the first one in.
Gonna miss a second. 2 seconds left, and it's gonna be a toss-up and a.
At the end of the first half, our visitors from Franklin Road Academy 17, JP2 Knights 35.
And so in quite the come behind, JP2 pulls ahead into the lead. Your Knights cheerleaders and Knight Stars will take the court.
Basketball cheerleaders to the court.
You're tuning into the Knight Sports Network. We'll be back after halftime.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So, getting closer.
And we're back looking at the shining city on the hill. It's rivalry night as JP2.
In the beginning when they went down by 8, now they're up by, 15.
I don't know, the world may never know. I'm Oliver Anton, joined alongside the Colton Franklin, and you're tuning into the one and only Night Sports Network. It's going to be Franklin Road Academy's ball to start off this half. JP2 yet again leading 35-17.
FRA just had 0 luck last quarter with getting any points, and it looks like after that 3, their luck really has not changed. On the contrary, though, JP2 has been on fire.
Oh yeah, but they didn't. I mean, I'm hoping they were a little off on their warm-up, so I'm hopefully they were able to get back into the rhythm off them, because it kind of sucked if they didn't. All right, Galvin gets it and one.
Count the basket for Matthew Galvin.
Yeah, I think they're still on fire after seeing that and one.
First team foul of the second half. Galvin at the line, shooting 1.
Galvin only the second player for JP2 to go to the line. And that one's off. But no good for Matthew Galvin from the charity stripe. 10 looking, gives the 15. That shot's up, in. Nice shot.
3 pointers good. Number 10, Mason
I want to know
Chambers.
how many threes FRA have shot today, because it has to be a bunch.
I think they're just kind of consistently taking threes and hoping it goes in now.
Yeah.
And they're going to call out travel on Matt Galvin.
Traveling violation. Panther ball.
I mean, there's been a lot of just 3-pointers.
Oh, that's very, very true. 10 gives to 15. 15 looking, gets it to 10. Gordon Carroll playing D on him though, and gets it to number 4, who's covered by Lang, gets it back to 5. Ivashal Lowry tries to block that shot, it's no good, but no surprise to anyone there, it's off. And Cambridge kicks it to Lang. Lang drives in, falls to the ground, kicks it to Galvin. Galvin back to Cambridge. Cambridge to Lowry. Coach Wade calling,
And as soon as I'm trying to tell everybody to cut, or whoever was supposed to cut.
Lang loses that one. That's gonna, and Lang does not get the backcourt violation because 15 tipped it. So this does count as a fresh possession too. Kicks it to Carroll. Carroll to Galvin. Galvin back to Lang. Lang to drive in. That one just off. From the second it rolled off his fingers, but Ivashal Lowry, the defensive king, as we like to call him. Quite the block.
That's just by the Panthers. Knight's ball.
It's going to be Knight's ball. Luckily there, I thought it went off Ivashal there.
Cambridge drives in, gives to Galvin. Galvin drives in there on quite the roll, and the finger is in.
Galvin.
So JP2 39-20 now.
Much higher scoring than the girls' game
Yeah,
a few minutes earlier.
that's for sure. We're quite the opposite spectrum of the girls' game. 4 puts one up and sinks it.
FRA getting a little bit of luck from the 3-point line.
Yeah, I think they might find themselves a rhythm, but will it be enough to stop JP2?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to make a comeback, and for that to happen, JP2's offense has to slow down.
I mean, the difference between this and Good Pasture is that, yes, Franklin Road Academy can find its rhythm, and so can JP2, but the problem is Cambridge puts one up, it's off, but the difference is, versus Good Pasture, JP2, number 10, fires from the 3-point line and sinks it. JP2 started in that game with 0-0 when we got to halftime. He was tied at 21, so not actually 0-0. I'm sorry, 27. But you know what I mean? So it was just an even balance there, and so any team that would take off would win the game. But you know, this time JP2 has a little more luxury, and Ivashal Lowry is going to get 2.
Ivashal Lowry.
FRA wanted a charge on that one. Did not get it, nor was it a charge.
I mean, you know, maybe if he fell to the floor there, but he didn't.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, they can yell all they want, but
And immediately, the player that we picked out from the beginning, 13, has been under excessive pressure. They're going to call that an illegal block on the Knights.
Yeah, number 13, he's who got that whole 8-point lead. He was the reason.
Number 0,
He scored a majority of their points by just manhandling it in the paint. And Coach Wade, great job of recognizing it and marking him up. And as I say that, he scores.
It's not a major substitution, though, for JPII, as they only change out 2 players. Most likely for Cambridge and Galvin, although it could be Lowry and Galvin. Galvin puts in 2 more.
Matthew Galvin.
I don't know. I think Matthew Galvin was a little too quick to sign his lacrosse scholarship.
I've never seen him play lacrosse, but he's pretty darn good at basketball.
And that's going to be an and 1 there, turning a 2-point play to a 3-point play.
And I think JPII is gonna have to double team him if they want to stop him.
33, Matthew Galvin.
They've done a good job of doing that earlier, but they got to continue if they want to keep him off the
Jack Doherty in the line, shooting 1.
I guess scoring board.
Chipping for the Knights, number 1, Thompson.
Thompson to take a shot for JPII.
And number 34, Michael Anderson.
So it becomes a 12-point game, which, quite honestly, could be a little risky for JPII, considering the amount of time left.
Yeah, this is obvious. 12 points, that's a lot of points. They could call it. Couldn't call it defensive foul there. But yeah, do you call this too close to comfort?
And for the Panthers, number 21,
It is 12 points. This offense just needs to keep cranking.
The problem is JPII built up this cushion, which, only about, I think it was 17 points. But still, even when you lose a little bit of that cushion, it's something that makes you realize that with the amount of time left, yes, a team could still come back and win this game.
Yeah.
Granted, 15 points in high school basketball is known as the impossible lead. But it's not like it hasn't been come back from before. And a good team like Franklin Road Academy can do that, although the second quarter was definitely not showing that good team I just named. 24 puts it up. And Toilet Bowl's out there, so Franklin Road Academy has said, hey, maybe we're doing pretty well from the 3-point line. Why don't we keep trying it?
And they have done pretty good. I think they're shooting around 50% from the 3-point line.
And Anderson sets the pick. 10 gets around it, but Anderson with a 15-footer from the free throw line.
Michael
Pushes that lead back up to 14.
It's just something. This game is something.
Yeah.
Because the Panthers are still, now the Panthers have shown up, and I think that if the Panthers played like they are right now in the second quarter, it'd be, I'd say probably be maybe 35-35, or maybe higher, maybe lower, but it'd be a totally different ball game.
Yeah, it definitely does not feel like we're up by 12 now. It feels like it is a close game of just ping pong.
Ping pong, that's a good way to put it. CJ Laws is just kind of waiting to check in. As Cambridge drives in, odds are he'll be the one coming out as he puts up 2.
Cambridge.
Mike O'Neill on the microphone, everybody. That was a little louder for comfort, Mr. O'Neill, if you come back and watch this later, which you probably won't, but hey, we love you anyway. Mike O'Neill.
Number 13 still making an impact in this game. JPII struggled to stop him.
Oh, that's definitely true.
50 seconds left in the third.
He kicks that to Cambridge.
JPII slowing things down. He's like talking to him a little bit.
Hey, there's a sign that hangs that Coach Wade uses. And it says, if you're on the court, you're not talking, you're not playing defense. So There's that. Matt Galvin puts up 2-1.
Matthew Galvin.
13.
And now 14 seconds left. JPII's last possession of the third quarter.
Cambridge stops. Big fall. Cambridge getting an open shot off of that one. And Franklin Road Academy will hold on to it.
That is the third quarter. Franklin Road Academy
JPII 49. The Panthers 35.
Back our cheerleaders.
Well, this is just a mess. Why aren't you letting me click 35? And so you're tuning into the Night Sports Network. We're going to take a quick break. Brought to you by the Herald on the Hill. And we're back from the Shining City on the Hill JPII possession as they lead the Franklin Road Academy Panthers 49-35. He kicks that ball to Jamal Thompson. Thompson gets it into Anderson. Anderson bobbles and loses it.
Yeah, I mean, it does not feel like we have a 14-point lead. It feels like a much closer game. And I mean, it's almost, I just don't like this feeling.
No, but at the same time, this is a flip from last season as the Knights lost to Good Pasture and beat Franklin Road Academy. And so now they're beating Franklin Road Academy and lost to Good Pasture. So it's quite the interesting predicament.
And 2 back-to-back offensive rebounds for Franklin Road.
They're just shooting deep right now, and if it goes in, they have hope. If it misses, well, that's a bummer.
Mean, if they keep getting these rebounds, they're eventually going to make one.
They're going to call that a reaching in on Matthew Galvin. Or Michael Anderson. I'm sorry.
Foul spot number 1.
Actually, Jamal Thompson.
His first 13th foul.
I guess I can tell whoever's fouling because that's accurate or something. 4 kicks it to 0-0, bobbles, and it goes out. So that's going to be white possession.
Ball.
Great cut by FRA, but just drop pass.
Kicks it to Anderson. Anderson to Lowry. Lowry to Laws. Laws deep. Off. Avishal Lowry again. And gets it to CJ Laws. CJ Laws kind of slows it down and gets it to Jake Rucker. He kicks it back to Thompson. He gives it back to Laws to Anderson. Anderson for 2.
Michael Anderson.
If you're JPII, do you slow it down or do you keep going at this fast pace that they have it?
You got to keep going as fast paced as they have it. Because here's the thing. JPII has been known for slowing down their system.
Traveling violation. Knights ball.
That traveling violation is going to give the ball back to the Knights. But here's the thing about it. JPII has been known to slow down the ball when they bring it up the court, and in D2AA, they're the only team that does it. They can't do that. Ensworth trumps them for doing it last year. Brentwood Academy trumped them for doing it last year. And so I think you've got to get used to playing fast, even in the fourth quarter, even when you're tired, or you're not going to survive in Division II AA. Let's remember this. The prediction for JPII to win state is the idea that Jason Brown and Justin McMurray would still be playing on this team. However, with the loss of them, JPII is still predicted to finish in the finals. Finish in the Final Four, predicted to play Brentwood Academy in the championship, but predicted to win originally. Now there's the doubt in everyone that predicted that's mine. Because remember, you've got to win a vote. That's going to be a jump ball. You've got to win a vote to be predicted as the state contender and to be predicted as the team to win. And so that means that all the TSSAA officials, or a good amount of them, had to say that JPII is going to win. And so the team that's been playing right now that's kind of, is that
Michael Anderson from CJ Ball.
I mean, what a good thing JP2 has done so far is really just, we never really saw it in the first and second quarter. They've been throwing it right into the paint and getting their 2 points through aggressive offense.
And they're going to call an illegal block on Rucker. So that's the one thing. I like Jake Rucker because he's humble. Jake gets right back up and he continues to play the game. He doesn't get mad.
His first.
He doesn't storm off. He doesn't slam the ground. The foul was called on him, and that's the ruling. In baseball, it's a different story. But
and for the Panthers, number 13, Jack Doherty. Checking back for the Knights, Grayson Lang, Jalen Cambridge, Gordon Carroll, Matthew Galvin.
15 take a second free throw, and he gets it. JP2 inbound.
They're going to call that a reaching in.
Foul's call number 21, Kyle Cordell. It's his first.
And again, getting it into the paint.
Ooh, Gordon Carroll missing an easy one there. You saw him too. He got excited. The student section got excited. Then it rolled off. And I don't know. You could just feel some energy kind of drain from the gym.
Yeah, that definitely should have been an easy 2 points for JP2. They're up by 13 points right now with 5 minutes left.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, JP2 tips off versus Notre Dame from Florida. That's Notre Dame High School in Florida tomorrow here from the castle at the Shining City on the Hill. The girls play at 2:30, the boys at 4. You can't make it, tune in live here on the one and only Knights Sports Network. Cambridge gets 2.
Jalen Cambridge.
And a big 2 points from them, bringing them back to that 15-point lead.
Like I said, the impossible lead, no matter, even if you start to come back from it, it's hard, and if the other team even considers going off on you, you're done for. You're done for. Shots off.
And if they do want to come back, they're going to have to start hitting them threes that they've been shooting all game.
So was this JP2's best game? I don't think so. Was it a good game for JP2? I'm going to say yes, but with 4 minutes left, the Panthers could still do some damage. But,
I don't know what that throw was, but it was something.
Yeah, like I said, they're looking for football and baseball throws right here.
Number 15, CJ
They finally get one of those deep threes to go in. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left in the fourth.
Chris Botsko's going to check in for the first time in a long time. He awaits on the side as Lang kind of passed at the 15 there. Sometimes the team just tries to be Kobe Bryant a little too much.
Last touch by the Knights. Panther ball.
You'd think that, with the way that cheerleader reacted, you'd think that Cambridge was holding the ball and firing it at her. Jamal Thompson.
We got a timeout on the floor.
We'll check out
a full JP2 timeout.
That's going to be a full JP2 timeout, though. You know what that means. We're going to take a quick break here from the castle at the Shining City on the Hill. You're tuning into the one and only Knights Sports Network. And we'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that delay there.
Jack Doherty.
To sum it up, pass 13 got it, scored.
That's good.
I mean, that's pretty much what just happened.
Cambridge with the ball now, kicks it to Botsko. Botsko runs with it and gives it to Cambridge. Cambridge slows it down for a few seconds, kicks it back to Lang. Lang over to Cambridge.
They are slowing it down a little bit. 3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, this is the right time to slow it down though for JP2.
How about 13?
You got to pick and choose your battles. I mean, they still got a game tomorrow versus Notre Dame, and let's put it this way: these guys are not an easy team to beat. But Cambridge, right under the basket, gets 2.
Jalen.
That was a bit of a lucky turn of events there, allowing a turnover, then grabbing that turnover back. They're gonna shoot a 3, getting it.
Whit Hagan for 3.
Good shot.
A little bit closer.
Botsko chucks it away to avoid the 10-second violation. Cambridge under and in. What a beautiful basketball play.
Great passing there. All the way across the court. Then
there are moments where I admire this team, and that was one of them. That was pure beauty.
Yeah, that was good communication. And
well, that wasn't great communication.
no, that was not.
Right there, but hey, you got to laugh at a few things here and there, don't you? Kicks it wide, Cambridge. Back to Lang.
With 2 minutes left in the game.
Cambridge drives in, kicks it wide. So the problem with running slow is Jalen Cambridge is going to have a little bit of trouble once he gets into college basketball with the shot clock.
Yeah. That's it. I'm curious why they don't do that here, though. Matthew Galvin.
From
another. He's played a great game today, Matthew Galvin.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
He's been a beast.
And
look at him getting another rebound.
And that was the question. That was the biggest question this first half of the season. Can Matt replace Devin? And, I mean, he's
Devin, and he's still working on the dunks.
He's still working on the dunks. That's a good way to put it. I think with him, Devin, and Michael in the game, though, everyone was wondering who's going to be the next Nick Nixon, Ryan Hatton. And we have a 30-second timeout. Looks like on the Knights side. Oh, no, it's for the Panthers.
A minute and 2 seconds left.
It's the Knights. Nicholas Zenger.
Record button.
Dino Rivera.
You're fine.
Michael Anderson.
You just want me to go back and edit all it later. Play back in action. And, you know, I think everyone said who's going to be the next Ryan Hatton, Nick Nixon. Well, first people said who's going to be the next Ricky Lang, Ryan Hatton, and Nick Nixon. And Cambridge was able to replace Lang. Dino De Rivera, no good.
And everyone wants Dino to score right now.
Everyone loves Dino. What can we say? And then the question became who's going to be the next. And then after that, Nick Nixon and Devin Cambridge were able to fill the hole. But then everyone said who's going to be the next Rick, or who's going to be the next Ricky? Who's going to be the next Ryan, Nick, and Matt, or Ryan, Nick, and Devin. And I think that it's going to be Michael. And now I think next year people are going to ask who's going to be the next Matt, Ryan, and Nicholas Zenger for 2.
Nicholas Zenger for 2.
Long story short, I hope the audience is getting what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that's interesting, though. I mean, whenever people always ask who's next, who's the next star, but someone always steps up and plays well.
Well, JP2 has been known for a paint triumvirate, as they like to call it. And so that's something that in a desperate situation, they can play 3 big guys and get themselves some guaranteed points. But,
and now with 12 seconds left in the
student
game.
section chanting, all work. Once again, JP2 dukes it out versus Notre Dame tomorrow, 5 o'clock. 2:30 for the girls, 4 o'clock for the boys. Chris Botsko snags the steal as the game ends. We'd like to thank you for tuning in with us. I'm Oliver Antone.
Our visitors from Franklin.
And I'm Colin Franklin.
Hey, you know, it's been a great game with you here tonight. JP2 triumphs 63 to 47 as we get the first really good win here from the castle. Come on back tomorrow. Show out for the student section. You've been tuning into the one and only Night Sports Network. And as always, we'll see you next time. Good night.